What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the video. My name is Adam. I am your host. Thank you all for clicking on this video. Today, we are going to be talking about the Hasbulla card that's going to be in this upcoming UFC Panini Prizm product. I'm interested to hear your thoughts, so make sure you leave it in the comments of this video. Like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. Let's get right into it. So this past week, Panini announced that Hasbulla is going to be included in this year's Panini Prizm product. He did have a 2020 rookie, so I thought that was kind of interesting that Panini, they had a Panini instant card that was a Hasbulla that they didn't, that I understand doing a rookie card, but I don't know, maybe it's because it's a 2020, 2023 Prizm product. Maybe that's how they're branding it, I guess. If that's the case, because I mean, if we're just throwing rookie cards willy-nilly, I think that's a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. And I hope that Panini, that's not what Panini's doing, even though it, I don't know. At this point, Panini, I think, is just kind of running rampant and doing whatever they want. They're not really necessarily following any rules that have been set by anybody, because they're just like, whatever, we're losing it, but we're losing all of our key licenses. And UFC, WWE are going to be two of their main licenses once they lose basketball and football. And I do sort of hope that if, because celebrities make their appearances in WWE, so I'm hoping that maybe I'm hoping that there's a licensing sort of thing that they can do with WWE, where they get celebrities and the WWE, either Prizm, or I hope that WWE, when they bring in some of these celebrities, that they can somehow sign a licensing agreement with the celebrities that they will be included in these products. I think it could bring like a whole new sort of element to what Panini has the potential to offer within these. I don't think UFC necessarily they would be able to do it, but I think within WWE they probably would have a good shot at being able to, because there's obviously signing deals with the people that are coming in and doing their appearances. So I would guess that they probably have some sort of licensing thing that they could do. I don't know if it would be autographs or if it's Prizm rookie cards or what it is like that they would choose to do. But I mean, Hasbulla is, an internet celebrity. So like, I think, a lot of I think I actually saw an interesting conversation on Twitter this past week too, of how many people in sports cards were also on social media. So that was kind of interesting, because I think someone said it was around 8%. I didn't get where they were pulling the data from, to be completely honest. I wasn't 100% sure how they pulled that information, but like, if that's the case, I mean, 8% obviously isn't that much, which, I guess if you go to like a card show, I don't know how they could pull this data. I think maybe it would have to be some sort of survey. So like Hasbulla, that might even be somebody that's people don't even know who that is. Like, cause if they're not on the internet, then they probably don't. If you're on the internet, there's probably a decent chance, who Hasbulla is. But other celebrities, I mean, I would expect there probably will be a Logan Paul Prizm card relatively soon. I mean, I think Panini did come out with like a Logan Paul Panini instant card. We got WrestleMania coming up this weekend, which is pretty exciting. Depending on when you're watching this video, may have already happened. So all of the matches may have already been done. But like, I just think that the opportunity that Panini has to bring in an audience of people who are interested in WWE and the celebrities that make their appearances in WWE, I guess maybe they could do something similar with like the UFC if they wanted to, if they did like, some sort of like crowd insert set. I don't think they would necessarily be able to just pull people from like celebrities from the crowds and just say that this is a rookie card or this is a Prizm card for them. It would probably have to be some sort of insert set. I can't imagine they would be able to just put them on like a base checklist. But like I said, Panini hasn't been really playing by the rules, so who knows? Like, maybe they do just go out and they just, if hypothetically, if Tom Brady is at a UFC event, maybe they just pull Tom Brady and say he's on the checklist. He was in the crowd and now he has a Prizm UFC card. I don't know if they would do that. But I think within WWE, I definitely think that they have the opportunity when celebrities and famous people make their appearances, that if they sign a licensing deal with them, that they could make cards of them like Prizm cards or Panini instant cards. And it is maybe a similar opportunity that Topps has to try and grow the audience. Like, but at the same time, like it may be something that they need to experiment with. I think that this Hasbulla card will probably be a little bit of an experiment to see sort of what they decide is like, how big of a celebrity or how big of a person on the internet do you really have to be included? No pun intended here, obviously. How famous do you have to be included in, a Prizm set? I kind of hope that they're not trying to water down the Prizm product, which I feel like the concept that I just brought up may be a little bit counterintuitive. Like if people think that the Prizm product is so prestigious, is bringing in celebrities and trying to get maybe clickbait sort of cards in there, is that going to put a bad look for people that want to buy Prizm, whether it's, Panini, whether it's UFC or WWE? I kind of wouldn't be surprised if they try and get more pop culture elements into some of these products. Like this is a pop culture element for sure. And I mean, whether, the Topps did the influencer set, this isn't really, I guess it's a little bit different. I mean, Hasbulla, I guess you could call him an influencer. I mean, I don't really know exactly what he would call himself. Like he's not even really a fighter, to be completely honest. Like I don't think he's ever really fought in a ring. Like he is he's in that kind of camp when it comes to like people he hangs around with. But for the most part, Hasbulla is definitely not like a fighter. So like putting him in this set is kind of interesting. Like I think the Panini instant card actually was him in the crowd as well. So like I said, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if other athletes maybe get starting, if non-UFC and non-WWE people start to be in some of these Panini instant sets or the Prizm sets. But yeah, so let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you like, this card, or if it's something where, yeah, it's maybe a little bit corny. I think that's what people were kind of saying about maybe the Topps patch, but I thought the Topps patch was pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments what you think of this card, and if it's something that you're running out to get, I suppose.